Sacrifice, dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria. Wow! Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig
it? What's up, you maniacs, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer. And today, we have a crazy gothic Italian horror flick lined up for you. It is Antonio Margheriti's 1964 classic. It's Castle of Blood. And this one's very, very beautifully shot, fantastically haunting, and altogether macabre. So let's get in and check it out for ourselves. Here is Castle of Blood. Castle of Blood is a tremendously gothic and beautifully shot early 60s Italian horror film by director Antonio Margheriti. Saturated in absorbing visuals and macabre sensibilities, this wonderfully presented creepy tale boasts superb cinematography and a top-notch cast which brings this ghostly tale to stark and vivid life. With its crisp black and white photography and pitch-perfect haunted mansion setting, Castle of Blood is a masterclass of gothic cinema, and an absolute feast for the eyes. The film follows a journalist named Alan Foster, who after taking a bet from Lord Thomas Blackwood that he can spend the night in his haunted castle on All Hallows Eve, comes to the horrifying realization that all is not what it seems after meeting a beautiful woman named Elizabeth Blackwood, a strange sister to Lord Blackwood, and a gaggle of denizens whose lives all revolve around the Blackwood Castle and its sordid past. Can Alan Foster survive the night, or will his life be claimed by this evil place and the spirits that still dwell there? Fantastically cast and expertly performed, the performers of this flick do an outstanding job in sucking us into this tale of ghostly apparitions and haunted abodes. From main players to eccentric side characters, everyone puts in a fantastic effort that makes the world of Castle of Blood feel tangible and foreboding, with an Italian gothic twist. The undead spirits, painfully beautiful damsels, and unlikely heroes of this unsettling yarn are George Riviere as Alan Foster, the near penniless journalist who is forced into a gravely bet in order to earn some coin; Barbara Steele as Elizabeth Blackwood, a hauntingly gorgeous young woman who lives within the confines of Blackwood Castle and falls madly in love with Alan; Arturo Dominici as Dr. Carmus, a peculiar, well-spoken man who mysteriously knows a great deal about Castle Blackwood's troubled history; Marguerite Robson as Julia Alert, a spiteful and jealous beauty who is enraged over Alan and Elizabeth's love; Umberto Rajo as Lord Thomas Blackwood, the sadistic owner of Castle Blackwood and facilitator of Alan's long dark night; and finally Silvano Tranquilli as Edgar Allan Poe, the famous poet who bears witness to Alan's bet and the horrifying tale and dire conclusion. Without a doubt, everyone puts their all into their roles, making for an exceptionally fantastic gothic story that's as beautiful as it is ghastly. Rich in visual splendor and drowning in expert cinematography, Castle of Blood is a masterfully crafted production which showcases with perfection the power of Italian Gothic cinema. The film's potency is undeniable, while the look and feel of the film is absolute macabre, and without question the epitome of creepy. The location of Castle Blackwood is a character unto itself, and director Antonio Margheriti, as well as the cinematography by director of photography Riccardo Pallottini, do an unbelievable job in showcasing the spooky nature of it all. Lensed with style and grace, and standing on a firm foundational story jam-packed with ghoulish backstory and macabre substance, Castle of Blood thrives in both its interesting content and visual flair. The hypnotic way in which the film delves into the backstory of the castle and the various souls that have met a grisly end within its haunted walls is provocative in its execution and enthralling to high hell as the mystery slowly unravels. Add on top of that is the always reliable Barbara Steele in the role of Elizabeth Blackwood, as she pulls out another undeniably haunting performance, laced with beauty, grace, and above all, decrepit delight. Atmospherically perfect and crafted with love, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more eye-pleasing film within the genre. If you love Italian horror films which are steeped in gothic imagery, and you appreciate a classy ghost story with visuals and story to boot, then Castle of Blood is a perfect fix for your macabre needs. In the end, Castle of Blood is a beautifully atmospheric haunted house story, which absorbs its viewer in a cacophony of terror and a bloody good cinematic time. And there it is, you gothic-loving psychos. That is the fantastic and altogether classy black and white horror flick. That is Castle of Blood. Just fantastic all around. Like I said, beautifully shot, very, very gothic. A picture-perfect view of the amazing Italian horror films of yesteryears. Awesome stuff. One of my favorites. Really, really loved it. But guys, that's it for me. Hope you guys like that, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe, and if you have time, leave a comment below because I love hearing from you guys. But until then, I'll see you all at the next Lucid Nightmare. See ya!